Okay, yeah, we're filming. Yes, thank you everyone for joining in. This is about sampling, so we're gonna cut up this record and we're gonna make a beat with the chops. But before we get into the record, let's just play that intro, okay? Play the intro. Okay, so the record today I have is a record by James Newton and Anthony Davis. Okay, yeah, exactly. This record only has flute and piano, and that's the reason why I got it. A lot of experimental jazz in here, which I'm not so keen on just because the way it is played. In other parts of the record, you hear more pleasant hearing jazz, experimental jazz. But I really got it for Vinyl Wednesdays. I got it because it has no drums, so therefore I can just chop freely. Almost everything is a chop inside here. Anyway, let's listen to the cuts I have for you. On my side I have my MIDI keyboard. If you don't have one, you need to get one, just because using a MIDI keyboard like this where you have all these keys, it just helps you to interact between a lot of chops that you wouldn't with 16 pads, you know. You know how I do it? I start with the drums. I load up a few kicks and snares and hi-hats and I make a drum beat. That's my kick. I only loaded one kick. Okay, so that's my drum beat right there. Once I put that together, I go and search for chops. So that's the first cut that I got. Right after writing this, I immediately think bass. I want to get my bass chops, but I ended up actually choosing my double bass chops. Yeah, that's what I did. I just got my double bass pack and I just played around with it. It's just easy to find bass lines when you're working with chops like this. This is how it sounds with the bass line that I created. I had a comment the other day from one of the viewers and he was saying like it's all about how you play between the samples. And it's true, just the way you take some samples out and then bring some samples in just creates all this movement, and it's really all you need. Anyway, I have this and I went for more chops, you know. I could be probably going into other samples. I can hear other type of instruments in here, but I wanted to stick just with the record for the video. Maybe later on when I put the beat out, I'll add in other samples. But just for the video, I just want to use really the the chops that I have here from the record. So I went into another track and I started using the chops again. That's where I am at the moment. I'm gonna finish that beat and I'm gonna play you the beat right at the end of the video. But one of the interesting things that I'm doing here as well is that I'm recording everything inside of one sequence. Normally what I do is I use several sequences. That's just the MPC workflow. You grab different sequences and you put them together in song mode. But for this specific beat, I was just, I want to work in just one sequence. Sometimes I just feel like that, and that's what I did. So I'm working in sequence number 5. I have my BPM at 90 BPM, and I just decided to duplicate the sequence. So I have 64 bars to play with. I can increase that if I want, obviously. I have the MPC Touch, which just like if I was looking at a DAW, I can see all the tracks. So it's easy for me to look there and picture, where I want to take some of the sounds out and where I put them in. It's easy for me just to look at the software there and go like, maybe I want to design my beat this way. Anyway, what I'll be doing now is that I want to play a little bit with the bass. I want to change some bass chops. Yeah, that's it. Look, but I'll play you the beat now. It's the Vinyl Wednesdays, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Boom.